people, it is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Angel as we get into episode 16 for season 4. Looking forward to checking this episode out, where I'm sure things are not going to be awkward whatsoever. I am, of course, referring to the ending shot of the last episode where Cordy was like, yeah, well, she indicated that she was pregnant, so, yeah. But like I said, it's not going to be awkward whatsoever, because it's not like the whole Connor and Cordy situation is grating and, you know, with Angel back into the picture, it's certainly not going to be putting a dampener on his return, so, yeah. But, yeah, I'm looking forward, to, like I said, to getting into this episode. My favourite episode last time around we had with the last episode, especially with Willow. As you guys who probably watched my Buffy reactions, you'll know that Willow, I love her so much, but I also really love the dynamic with her and Fred. I ship them so much. I will die for this ship, so yeah. But yeah, Willow being very fundamental in trying to reinstate Angel, and voila. But we also had a very, very great dynamic with Faith and Angelus examining Angel's past and having that duel between Angel and Angelus, and I feel like in that situation, that was probably, you know, the best situation to have an Angel versus Angelus battle if we were going to ever have one in the Buffyverse. So it was really, really incredible. And yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what this episode provides us with. So with that said, let's get into episode number 16 for season 4 of Angel. Let's go.
And all that drama-rama. Not to mention...
Angelus.
We thought things were going to be happy with Angel's return. Yeah.
I didn't want to be a distraction.
Cloud over Angel's head.
What? Put me on the short bus and send me off to clueless school. A mystical pregnancy right?
I feel what it feels, and I can't explain it, but I sense its goodness. It's love.
Yeah, I wouldn't explain, you know, the whole Connor Cordy situation as that, to be fair. Oh!
You'll see.
Hey!
How'd you do that?
I'm a thief. Got my stuff?
I missed her.
Would you stop it?
You know, maybe when this is all over, you and I could...
Oh!
Holy shit.
Jeez!
Really?
That was the weather god saying nope
Thanks,
to your date proposal.
She was already dead. Killed by the beast.
Well, that's...
You can be honest about that.
terrible.
There's no excuse for what Angelus did to her, but I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Angel. I like how
We
he
got two
senses that
pressing
hurt
matters.
with Wesley.
Figuring out what we...
Oh, I'm in a jam. I can't get out of it alone. I need someone suave, a guy who can handle himself in a tight spot.
Suave.
I'd love to help.
I meant him.
Oh! I was gonna say Angel's quite suave. But good, okay. Got history there, so...
What's important is that when I needed help, you were there for me. Now I know I can trust you. Completely. No matter what.
But can he trust you?
See? Everything happens for a reason.
Because Connor's a bit suspicious. You could...
One each trip. Just brought the dolphin back from Tahiti. You collect anything when you travel?
It's a magical place.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
Obligatory.
got a big old scar on my...
You're gonna have to stop grinning like that and share the joke with the entire class. You think this is impossible?
No, I think it's fantastic. Listen, I spent most of this year trapped in
Take
what I can only
advantage,
describe
and
as
it's
a turgid supernatural soap opera.
a good...
The fact that I had a chance to go out and really help somebody, well, as we got in, well... Why did I even say that?
Yeah, you opened it too early there, good. You don't jinx shit! What have we said?
It's beautiful.
From
I read somewhere
Tahiti.
you love tigers. Truly exquisite.
Thank you.
Look at good nailing this. Saving Gwen's
If
skin.
you'll follow me, please.
Okay, we tried it.
Son, how did he and Cordy get all coupley?
They were probably as surprised
Because
as
of bad
anyone.
writing.
But they were both lost.
Look, you
lonely.
can't excuse it.
No matter how
It-
lonely I
it's a
was,
shit
I would
decision.
Things happened. We were fighting on opposite sides, but it was the same war.
never. But you hated her. Didn't you?
It's not always about holding hands.
Full master. And I'm gonna break into a guarded room, steal your soul from a safe.
Oh, she
not
being
by ripping it
hypothetical
open,
and
but by using the
sarcastic, I
combination.
guess.
Then I'm gonna hunt and kill Lila right under this very roof. Sure, evil geniuses live for that playing with fire stuff.
You don't understand. This thing was in my
Oh,
head.
how
I've heard
she
him.
how
He's insane enough to play
how
those kind of
she's
stuff.
playing with
You're
Angel.
saying
Hang in there, we're almost out.
Whoa! Well, you were almost at the finish line, I guess. Oof. That's another scar to add to the collection.
Now you did it. You're gonna have to get your lame ass
It's a little bit of a risk, though, right? So.
You know, I spent the last couple.
Get out of my house.
Your
Gwen.
name's not Lisa, is it?
I'm Aika Morimoto, and when my daddy finds out you try to hurt me, he's gonna kill you.
Gwen, you set him up.
So Lisa doesn't exist.
Yes, she does. And I'd have liberated her from the steel tomb by now if you'd stop yapping for half a sec.
Oh,
It's a
you
military
strung him
acronym.
along.
Localized Ionic Sensory Activator. LISA.
A weapon?
Lisa.
Lisa's a weapon?
Not a weapon. A covert device worn by Black.
you didn't want us to know about?
He's definitely hiding something.
I recognize the text as
Uh-oh.
an Florian code system. Let's see, the green cart-like vehicle eats.
Cordy.
I'm not a buckethead.
Damn it.
Neither of us do.
Hi guys! How's it hanging?
Try this one.
Something about strangling poultry.
That's it.
Never ends well
I
for
gotta
the
get out of
chicken.
here.
You think this Dungeons and Dragons cloak is a fashion statement? I gotta do this
Hey!
whole song and
Don't
dance.
rag on
Well, we're getting
D&D.
nowhere. If you need extra hands.
Sorry, I can only take my 2. One morning, I will be a lean, mean, belly-reading machine.
Great. Oh, she's gonna do something to
Put that on
Lorne,
the
isn't
desk
she?
and Step away.
Set it down now.
No.
I don't think you realize who you're up against.
It's those two girls. I already kicked their ass once.
Oh!
But when you
At all.
Finish it, Gwen. Give it to him.
No. I need it.
I said finish it.
It's mine!
Holy shit! No. The appropriate one is I am lightning. The ray transformed. It's a replica of that scene.
You're not stealing it for someone else. It's for you. You think it'll fix you?
Oh.
When I was trying to save that girl.
I meant when you were saving me.
Hey, I'm just a muscle.
Don't knock the muscle, buddy. Makes the girls go all knocky in the knees. If that's all you were, we never could have gotten into that party tonight.
You would have gotten in. Of course, the damage would have been significantly higher.
Yeah.
Thanks to your
Didn't help
brains
to
of a brawn
balance out the
approach.
scales.
Well, not so much. Remember? You want to show me how this thing works?
It is a sad situation for Gwen because she's had to live that life, really, and... yeah. This can be a relief for her. The inhibitor chip.
What's it doing?
You ever seen one of those body snatcher movies?
Turning me off.
Anytime. Thank you.
For what? The guards? The suit? The almost dying?
It's the most fun I've had.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Where my battery is.
Oh my god! Are they gonna like do the do and like imagine if it just fails then it'd be like zzz. It's a prototype, so Lorne. Oh! Oh! Busted!
Has Cordy been a bad girl?
Is he using an 8-ball? Oh dearie. I like that. The affirmation that they need is not... Well, I mean, obviously with them waiting in the wings, they've been suspicious about Cordy. But the final nail in the coffin is the 8-ball, so I love that. A magical 8-ball, basically. So, yeah. Oh, man. It would have been just so funny, like if it said, try again next time or whatever, like the unsure answer is, but nah. We're finally getting some momentum in terms of the group finding out that there's something off with Cordy. It's been a thing that's been going on, and now they know. Or they have known for some time, and they've just been playing Cordy, really, because Lorne was the bait, and they knew Cordy would fall straight for it. So I'm wondering if it was when Cordy had that, like, when she had that moment with Angel where she's like, I'm the master, etc. But she was, of course, playing it off to kind of dumb down the whole situation in terms of, yeah, she kind of fumbled herself in that sense when she was trying to play it off as, I guess, hypothetical, I think it is, in terms of the Beastmaster, what it would do. Because Cordy was thinking that they were thinking it wasn't her, but I'm wondering if that was when she accidentally shot herself in the foot. So, and it was all just about playing Cordy up until the right moment, and then bam. So, but yeah, I just really thought that, yeah, interesting stuff, especially with the Gunn and Gwen situation. And I am, happy for Gwen as well, because this is the thing that she has sought for all of her life, and now she's able to, well, it's a prototype, so it can malfunction and all of that. It could be, it's literally like the inhibitor chip, like especially with a thing that attaches itself to a body, and yeah. So it could be a Doc Ock situation where things just go haywire. So, but no, honestly, I am glad for Gwen in her story and whatnot. So yeah. Well, I really thought that this was a nice little episode. I think Gunn called it best that this episode is a really, really good placement in terms of the supernatural soap opera thing that we have going on, I guess, because we've just come off a string of Angelus and the Beast episodes, and given the ending of this episode, I can just assume that things are going to get a bit more hectic now that the cat is out of the bag with Cordelia, or at least her suspicious attitude is definitely revealed, and now the real agenda can step out into the open, so with Cordelia. So yeah, but like I said, I feel like in terms of where we're at in terms of what kind of episodes we've had recently and what we can kind of expect from here onwards, it was a nice little break. And not just that though, but a great focus on Gunn as well. And it's not just that though, but with this kind of episode, usually you have a string of, superb episodes, and the past bunch of episodes have definitely been that, especially the last episode, of course. And I'm not sure how amazing the next bunch of episodes are going to be, or from here till the end of season 4, if they're going to be outstanding or whatever. But I'm just thinking, you sometimes have Buffy fans who will have episodes 2x14, for example, to 2x19, they were superb episodes, and then you have something like Go Fish, which is okay, and then you focus on the next 2 episodes. And obviously this episode's not going to be the greatest episode out there, but I thought it was a great episode in terms of the focus on Gunn, and like I said, it's a nice little reprieve from the hecticness that is currently going on with the Beast and Angelus, and what we're going to have with Cordelia, assuming for the next bunch of episodes. So yeah, I think it was a needed episode, this nice little break, but not just that though, a good focus on Gunn's character, and to have this kind of growth with his character, if that makes sense. Not just that though, but his connection with Gwen as well. They have so much great chemistry, and it was really nice to see them to experience that moment. Or for Gwen, it was the first time someone could touch her without being pulverized, basically. So yeah, but it was a really nice moment, especially since it's not complicated. Obviously we just had what seemed to be the resolution between Fred and Gunn, and it doesn't look like that's going to be happening from here onwards. But so yeah, like I said, it wasn't awkward, or it didn't create any dramatics. It was sweet, if anything, and I feel like it was really great, especially when you consider their connection, considering that Gwen did nearly have him deaded. So yeah, but no, I really thought that they have great chemistry, and like I said, it was really sweet because Gwen, she's never had that touch from anyone in her life before, and it's a really sad it is a really sad situation for her, because she's never kissed anyone without someone being pulverized. She's never had the experience of of someone else touching her, and it is it is a really sweet and heartwarming feeling, really, because Gwen, she just wanted that chance of normality. She just wanted to experience what the 7 billion people of this world could experience, and that is the touch of someone else. She's had to live alone. She's had to be isolated because one touch from another person and they die, and she doesn't want to bring that onus on anyone else's life. So for her to get Lisa, it was a really big game changer for her, because it doesn't necessarily cancel out her powers, but it cancels out the idea that someone else could fatally suffer because of something that Gwen wishes she could control. And now she has that chance. So I really thought that it was a satisfactory story for Gwen, because like I said, this has been a thing that's been plaguing her, and now she can move on with life without worrying about anyone touching her and dying, should I say. So I really thought, and plus Gunn and Gwen, like I said, they have great chemistry, so it was really great to have them two paired up. But they do have they do have quite a bit in common. But not just that though. With Gunn, there was, of course, the little line about him being the brawn and that, but I feel like this episode did a very good job at showing that he's more than just the muscle, that he can like the improvisation when they entered the building from Gunn was just incredible. Like, he was able to save things from going to shit for Gwen, and I think that showcased that he's just more than just the muscle. So yeah, and I feel like with Gunn, he has been pretty much known for his fighting and whatnot, and there hasn't been that much substance. So for this episode to showcase more than him just being the muscle is just really nice, because we had him doing good. Like, obviously the idea of him doing good was a bit altered from what Gwen initially told him, but he still did good at the end because he helped someone who was vulnerable, which was Gwen. He gave her, I guess, a new lease on life. He gave her that hope because, like I said, now people can touch her without the fact that they could die from touching Gwen. So, yeah, I just thought that this was really, really good in terms of in terms of showcasing Gunn proving himself, then being more than just the fighter. It's shown the capabilities of his intellect and how he's able to, make good decisions as well, like especially in the heat of the moment. So, yeah, but yeah, like I said, obviously he did good in a different way to what he expected when he first signed up for this idea of a heist with Gwen, but he still did good at the end of the day, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to help, I guess, the helpless. He wants to do good for others, and he did. Yeah, I just I just really loved the development that there was given to Gunn, as well as Gwen as well. But it's also the fact that Gwen helped him out as well as Gunn helping Gwen out, because there is that realization that there's more value than him just being the brawn. So yeah, and I can understand as well why this episode had them to have a bit of a intimate moment, because Gwen's never had that before. Like, you gotta think she's never kissed anyone before. She's never hugged anyone before. She's never even held hands with anyone, which I'm thinking back to Wesley's comment with Fred. But still, she hasn't experienced anything like that. I don't know if you guys know, but it's kind of like Pushing Daisies. I don't know if you've seen that show, but I used to watch that when I was a lot younger. And obviously, the main two, they couldn't interact because the other person would die, so they had to improvise in a sense. So it's kind of like that. It's been a while since I've seen that show, but I still remember it because it was oddly enough a Friday night thing for me, and I don't know why I was so fascinated with that show when I was a kid, but it kind of is reminding me of that with Gwen's situation, that she could never have that with anyone. So now she's able to have a relationship. She's able to hug people. She's able to shake hands with someone if you want to, and not be able to kill them. So I really, really thought that this was a good thing for Gwen, but also a good episode for Gunn in terms of developing his character, because like Gwen, there is that feeling of not integrating in a sense, because at first he never really, integrated. I would say he never really integrated with Angel Investigations. He always felt like secluded in a sense, and funnily enough, he was secluded from them whilst they were all doing the whole situation with Cordy. But no, I'm just thinking back to Gunn when he first appeared or anything. He never really integrated with Angel Investigations, and obviously with his story and how he grew up. There can be kind of similarities to that loneliness that Gwen kind of feels. So, it's just really great to examine how not just them two have great chemistry, but they do have that good relationship, and they do work well as well in terms of a intimate couple. So yeah, so hopefully we'll see Gwen again, but I feel like this is a great way to develop her character as someone who would call herself a freak and never have that normality. This is a great development for her to reach that moment where she can have normality without worrying about killing anyone. So, I really, really thought that this was great in terms of Gunn's development. I really loved the fight scene as well when he went to retrieve the girl. Of course, that wasn't the girl wasn't the actual retrieval that Gwen I'd say mistakenly told him about, but wrongfully told him about. So yeah, but the fight scene was great. I really loved that, and it was really good to have this focus on Gunn in this episode. So yeah, but overall, I thought this was a pretty a decent episode, as well as the fact that we had Angel, like I said, Angel Investigations focusing on who the Beast's master is, and it's seemingly indicative that they've known for quite some time. I'm not sure when the moment was that they started to think, okay, something's off with Cordy, we need to investigate this, but I don't know. I feel like they've known for quite some time, and Cordy coming in saying, like anyone who, does something like this when she was talking about, so the Beast Master does this and this and this and this. Anyone who does that, they're going to slip up sooner or later. I feel like that was the final nail in the coffin, but they've known for some time. I feel like when Angel talked about who killed Lila, he knew that it must have been Cordy, because he said that the Beast killed Lila, and I think the Beast the Beast was still alive at this point, but he, the puncture mark, it wouldn't be the Beast's. So I feel like he knew that at that moment Cordy did it, and he had Cordy on his mind, although the final nail in the coffin, like I said, was when Cordy and Angel had that conversation in his room. But it was all about keeping eyes on Cordy and all of that, and that's what the group was doing. They were leading Cordy on a false trail, and then Cordy did slip up, as she, I guess, foretold. So although obviously she was none the wiser about the fact that they were playing her like a fiddle. So I feel like they've known for quite some time, and it was all about just gaining enough evidence to prove that Cordy, I think she's definitely is the Beast's master. And the final the cherry on top of this dreadful cake, I guess, was Cordy and Angel's conversation. So I really thought that this was great in terms of focusing on the fallout of Angelus, of course, and Angel, like, he's not spending too much time being sad or beating himself up regarding what he did as Angelus. He knows that there's a bigger fish to fry at the minute with the Beast's master, unlike last time where he was the bigger fish in that case. But I also really like the fact that Lila's death was still a very, very prominent thing in this episode, where people could, I guess, grieve in Wesley's case, because he had that conversation with Fred, and I thought that was a very, very interesting moment where, you could see how Wesley was still hurting with Lila. So, kind of tense, but it's still playing on obviously Wesley's mind, and I feel like with a bit of a reprieve, like this episode was a bit of a reprieve for what's mainly going on, this was a chance for Wesley to catch his breath and contemplate. So whereas things were, he had that moment the other episode, but things were a bit more hectic then. Now, like I said, with this episode basically being a bit of a reprieve, whilst things are still happening, it was a bit of a reprieve for Wesley, and he was able to reflect on things with his relationship with Lila. So but I am really glad that things are going to have a bit of a momentum now regarding Cordelia and what the heck is truly going on with her. I'm really curious about what she is carrying, because so it will be a very, very interesting way forward now that the cat is out of the bag. Though Connor is also starting to suspect something. So obviously it doesn't seem like he was there when everyone sprung the trap. But he has been a bit, he has been showing signs that he's a bit suspicious regarding Cordelia. So I am glad that he is that the warning lights are starting to blare in his head. Though Cordy is still up for manipulating him. And if Connor is not part of the it wasn't there when the trap was sprung, I feel like Cordy's going to take that into her advantage and continue to manipulate him further. And, you know, with Connor, he's been manipulated all of his life. So it is so easy to take advantage of him and turn him against, you know, Angel Investigations if he is not there as part of the trap that was being sprung. So, yeah, but so I'm really worried that, you know, even though the cat's out of the bag, Cordy's still going to use Connor and use him as a weapon against Angel Investigations. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, it will be a very, very interesting scenario from here onwards. But yeah, like I said, a nice little reprieve, great focus on Gunn and his character and showing that he's more than just the muscle. And not just that, though, his connection with Gwen, it was really, really nice to see. But overall, I thought this was a neat episode. Like I said, obviously it's not going to be the greatest episode out there, but given the hecticness that is going on, sometimes you just need a little bit of a break, and this was a great focus on this was a great episode for that, especially the focus on Gunn of all characters, because I felt like this was a pretty fundamental episode for Gunn to have a bit of development, as well as to have Gwen get the thing that she sought for the most, and that's the ability to touch someone without them. So yeah, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!